Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our presentation. I am Yuki, and these are my team members, Niran and Yuki. Today, we would like to introduce our web app, VenomGuard. Before we get into the details, I would like everyone here to think of an animal that caused the most death of humans, any of them. There may be many scary animals that came up to your mind, like lions, crocodiles, or sharks. However, the top 3 wild animals that cause the most human death are mosquitoes, snakes, and dogs, respectively. And out of these animals, we focused on snakes. According to WHO, there are approximately 5.4 million snake bites cases annually, and it leads to roughly 10,000 deaths worldwide, which is probably way more than you've expected. There are several factors that are responsible for this problem. As you can see from the diagram on the right, one is that people don't have enough knowledge about how to handle snake bites, and secondly, access to medical care is limited in hospitals. And finally, governments aren't able to take appropriate measures against snake bites. The last 2 problems occur due to the lack of data of snakes. So what we came up with is this app called VenomGuard in order to secure user safety, which is our primary motivation, and also to collect data of snakes from the users. Now I'd like to explain how this app works. First, when users get bitten by snakes, they would provide its picture or its characteristics to this app. Then photos of snakes taken by the user will be used to identify the species of the snake.
Additionally, you can get information on nearby hospital based on location data. Emergency button is also equipped. After that, you can quickly learn what steps should be taken immediately with LLM chatbot. Needless to say, this app will alleviate the suffering of those bitten by snakes. Not only that, but also it contributes to spreading anti-venoms. But how? Now, let me introduce our business model with the spectrum. First, this app users send their location and snake data to the app. Then VenomGuard tells them first aid measure and nearby hospital information. Next, we provide the collected epidemiological data to governments and pharma companies. And then we receive subsidy or the compensation. Governments can make better policies to safeguard the safety and healthcare of people. Pharma companies can deliver the appropriate type of antivenom at a lower cost. This is because this app allows them to know how many snakes of each type are present in each area more efficiently than traditional measures.
Ironically, like we saw before, the main reason why almost 2 lakh people die every year is because of snakes. This is something that can be prevented. Ironically, an app or any device for helping people in the event of snake bite does not exist. So we set out with a goal in our mind. If you're going to create the first one, you're going to create the best one. And for that, we started with a machine learning model with which we gained a maximum of 95% accuracy for detecting the characteristics and the feature of a particular snake and its categorization and so on for the hospital's use. And we have multimodal service here, which is basically if a user is utilizing it online, he uses our customly learned fast AI model, which is on the top with respect architecture for its fast use. Our offline model has been trained with an extensive crowdsourced data using from Microsoft, which was a crowdsourcing thing which was done almost 3 years before, but no model was trained on this data. So for the first time, we take this extensive data set and we try to create a state-of-the-art model, which you'll be seeing soon. And we also utilize OpenAI's latest model, ChatGPT-4, for instant reliable first aid guidance. We just don't utilize GPT-4 just as it is. We feature map the final layers of the GPT core using its OpenAI service to provide in-house experience for people who are bitten by snakes to have a fast experience. When you're bitten by snake, you don't want to go through a basic query. You want the right information very fast at the right time. So we make sure that our LLM provides that with a very human-friendly interface. And talking about human-friendly interface, what's the point of this device or this application does not work when needed? So the most areas where this current app is in requirement is in developing countries where they do not have access to very large mobile phones and things like that. So our service can work on any device, anytime. And going on to the actual core working of this model, so we have a multimodal architecture here, which basically first works with the factor of checking whether a snake is existing by seeing the user's image or not. We then have our extensive trained model of 8x, M and N1 and M2 models here. And this works with a kind of like a Siamese architecture approach for checking and having a reliable output, because what's worse than having wrong data about a wrong snake? Yeah, right. So, and then, we basically use CNN, which is feature trained for our utilization. And then we also combine it in a Siamese architecture, get the species name, fetch its taxonomy, danger level, pass on for the processing, and things like that. Now, let's just see a demo video of how this works. So, user first opens our application and then just gives the option for checking the video. And since we couldn't get an actual snake, we just use a picture of the snake. And even if the picture is of a very bad quality of 200 into 100 pixels, our model is able to work with almost 85% accuracy. We also get the location of where the person is from in order to provide localized responses and information which could help them. Now, the first model checks the information of the snake, and within a few seconds, we can get the information of what the species is, what the dangerous level is, and what the length of the snake is. And the model later tries to understand with this information and with the IP of the person, what is the next step that they need to do, what they would, help with. And the model just takes some time because of a limited computational power. But we basically get the nearby hospital list according to the person's address, and we also get idea on how we need to utilize and save the person on time by giving them a first aid. This is not just it. Our model has a plethora of features. So we also have our home page where we can see about basic information of the snakes, get information about our app in general. And because we work on relying with companies and governments, we also have partnering with us page so that companies can come and collaborate with us, and the governments have a place where they can contact us directly. And if at all you do not know the name of the snake, you can still enter the details of it, and then you can work with it. This is VenomGuard. Thank you for listening to us.